What's up, everybody on both channels? Today I am reviewing a film called Harriet. Now, before I start this review, I'm going to say one thing. If you do not get upset while watching this film, you are not human. This film, for those of y'all that don't know, tells the story of Harriet Tubman, and it stars one of my favorite actresses in the world, Cynthia Erivo, Leslie Odom Jr., Janelle Monáe, and a bunch of other really cool people. And it's directed by Cassie Clemens. Now, and Cassie also wrote the screenplay for the film. So this film details the whole, Harriet's whole story, how she escaped, how she was born into slavery, then she escaped slavery, then she became a conductor of the Underground Railroad, and then she and how she was a hero. She was a hero, and she saved a bunch of lives, and she didn't let obstacles get in her way. Like, if she wanted to do something, she was gonna do something. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Now, this film is very hard to watch. Again, if you don't get upset by this film, you are not human, in my opinion. You are something else, right? But it's an incredible film. It's sad and uplifting at the same time. So the performances here. So if you guys don't know the actors in this film, so the three main actors, I would say, are like the three main actors what I gave you. So Cynthia Erivo has a career full of these type of performances. She played Celie on The Color Purple, the Broadway, the theater version, the play version, and then she played, like most people know Cynthia Erivo from Wicked, so she's Elphaba in Wicked, and then she's also like headlining a one woman show on West End right now, which is uh which is uh uh which is the English version of like the Europe version of Broadway. West End is the Europe version of Broadway. So, super talented actress, super talented singer, super talented performer. Leslie Odom Jr. from Hamilton. He's also done a lot of movies. I'm assuming most of you guys know what Hamilton is. And Janelle Monáe, she's also really talented. Like, she's I mainly know her from like R&B music, but she is also acted before. She's been in Glass Onion. So yeah, it's an incredible cast. But again, this movie is extremely hard to watch, because of the things that it depicts in this movie. But it is history, and my personal opinion, I think we can learn from history and fix our mistakes and make it better. But there are some people that still think like the bad guys in this movie, which that's why I'm saying, if this movie does not upset you, in my opinion, you are not human. You are something demonic, right? If this movie doesn't upset you in some way. Right? So for me, the performances are what make this movie. Now, Cynthia Erivo is one of my favorite actresses of all time. Uh, for the people on Vanilla Riona's channel, actually one of my favorite entertainers of all time. I take that back. One of my favorite entertainers of all time, right? Um, if you guys know, I literally just, well, I didn't just get into it, but I really, really got into musical theater last year and theater in general and performances and stuff. And I reignited the bug for acting. So like when I look at a performance, right, I don't want to know that the act. I want to see the actor that you get in the part as the character, right? All these actors, uh, like here, Cynthia Erivo isn't Cynthia Erivo. Cynthia Erivo is Harriet Tubman. Um, um, Leslie Odom Jr. isn't Leslie Odom Jr. He is um, uh, the character that he plays in the film. Um, Janelle Monáe isn't Janelle Monáe. It's the character she plays in the film, right? So yeah, it basically goes through her whole story. It goes through how she was born into slavery, how she escaped slavery, how she then how she became a conductor of the Underground Railroad, and yeah. This film, this film, it's heart wrenching, dude, because this stuff actually happened, and again, there's still people that think like this in the world. I don't know why. Those people are dumb idiots, but but um, it's a great film. It's honestly a great film. A very hard film to watch, but a great film. So yeah. And guys, this isn't a musical. There's musical elements in it, like one of the things that Harriet Tubman used to do is sing to uplift people. So there is parts where she sings in this, but it's not a musical. I would call it more of a historical drama, right? Um, and and stories like this need to be told more in Hollywood, in my opinion, because I knew who I actually live in one of the places. I actually live in a town in Annisburg, named Annisburg, where one of the places where the underground one of the places where the Underground Railroad um was located was Annisburg. So I knew some of the story, but I didn't know all of it. And this film, it's a really good film, but it's also and a really hard film to watch, but it's also very educational. Like I think if any teachers are watching this, you should make your students watch this in school. Like that's how good I think this film is. Like um again, very hard to watch, but um but it's it's great. Um it's very hard to watch, but it's a great film. And what do I mean by it's a great film? Like I mean like any art that brings you emotion. I would say if that's a sad emotion like this well again, this film is very it's sad, very very sad, but it's also very uplifting at the same time. Any art that brings you emotion, I would say you've done your job as a entertainer, right? Um and yeah, like And this film will also educate people like about the stupid shit our ancestors did, right? And stuff like that. And yeah. So like again, my favorite part of this is the performances because dude, like if you didn't know if I didn't even know half of the actors that were in this movie. I knew that Cynthia Erivo was in it. I knew that Cynthia Erivo starred in this movie, but I had no idea that Leslie Odom Jr. starred in it. I had no idea that Janelle Monáe starred in it. Um, which again, that's your job as an actor. When you are an actor, right? Your job is to make me believe that you are the person you're playing, right? And all the actors in this film do that, right? All the actors in this film do that. Um, Now, there are musical parts to this film, but again, it's not a musical, right? Like she does, Cynthia does sing in it a bit, but it's not a musical. And then she does the big song at the end. Oh, she does a big song at the end. What I like about the vocal styling here, I'm not gonna do any voices this time, guys, because I'm very selective of when I do voices, and I feel that me just telling you about this film is enough. Like I'm not gonna try to do any of the voices, but like here, like when Cynthia sings in the film, she has like a lower like register like this, like I like here like most of the time, right? And then when she sings uh like the big song at the end, right? At the end, like over the credits, then you start to hear the like it's Cynthia Erivo singing, not the character singing. But during the film, it's Harriet Tubman singing, not Cynthia Erivo singing, right? That's what a that's why I say that Broadway or theater performers are some of the best people to do this because they're like you have to embody the character as an actor and you have to embody the character if you're asked to sing as the character you have to embody the character as a singer as well, right? So like for me again, this film is very very hard to watch, but in my opinion, and keep in mind Cynthia Erivo is one of my favorite actresses of all time, but in my opinion, this film is one of the best performances in my life that I have ever seen. And stuff like that. And the whole cast does a great job in here. Like, and again, you have people that are at the top of their craft in this movie, right? The director of this movie, Cassie Clements, also wrote the screenplay of this movie. So shout out to them for doing that because it's one thing to direct a film, it's another thing to write a film, and or they co-wrote this film with another writer. So yeah, like for me, for me, for me again, very hard film to watch. If you are if any parents are watching this, I wouldn't show this to a child until they have the comprehension to understand what's going on in the film, because again, it's very hard to watch. But it is a great it's a great film, great performances, um, great like great like score, like musical score, um great set design, great costume design, like it's incredible. And again, very hard to watch, but in my opinion, if an piece of art, I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's music, movies, video games, television, like a book. If any piece of art, a painting, can bring you any sort of emotion, I think you've done your job as an artist and done your job as a creative. So, yeah, those are my thoughts on Harriet. I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and I hope you guys have a great day, and God bless you guys.